What's going on, everybody? My name is Steven. You guys are watching the Fally Airgun channel. Check it out. I got a really cool project here I want to show you. Not the prettiest project, but a really fun one. So if you've followed the channel at all, you'll see I've purchased a couple of these Webley Nemisis pistols. This is the Webley Nemisis. Originally it is a CO2, multi-shot, little side lever action cocking pellet pistol here. In an all polymer frame, really slim, very ergonomic, nice Picatinny rail, threaded barrel, dovetail across the top. I mean, to be honest with you, it's probably one of my favorite pellet pistols to pick up and just shoot around. Now, I have actually taken these things and converted quite a few of them. Now, I believe this is probably my third or fourth project here I've been on. But what I've done is essentially, you would have a cap here on the end, which you would remove and then insert a 12-gram CO2 capsule down into there, put the cap back on, pierce it, and then go to town shooting your CO2. However, CO2 has its major downfalls with it. Number one, probably going to be your weather effect. Temperature is going to hugely affect your CO2 shooting gun. So if you're out and it's really cold, you're going to be getting really low velocities. And even when it's really warm, even when it's at its hottest, it just fluctuates so much between shots with your velocities that it really makes for very inconsistent shooting. So I've grabbed a couple of these things over the years and I've converted them to PCP. So all I've done is essentially just turned the same little sleeve that the CO2 would go into an air cylinder. It has this 1/8 quick disconnect down there for bulk air fill at the bottom, so I can just connect my ball right up to it and fill it up. And you can see right on the end there I have a micromanometer on the end, so I can read pressure in there. And I've had a couple of these things over the years, and they're really fun. And I've just decided that I wanted to switch it up a little bit. So this is a 22 caliber pistol I've got here that I've converted to PCP, and it's actually a really fantastic part to shoot. It's really fun. It's got a lot of pop to it. It's got a lot of power to it, believe it or not, for a small 22 pistol. It's really great for around the house, small game pesting and stuff, and occasionally plinking a couple cans with it. But I decided I want to pick up something a little bit different, so I went with the 177 caliber version, and this is what I've come up with. Now, I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world. It doesn't look half bad. It's not exactly how I prefer it to look. But it is nonetheless, again, PCP converted. So it's no longer CO2. You can see I've added a little stock here on the end of it, I guess you'd call that there. And it is all polymer. It's all plastic all the way. So it's actually really sturdy, believe it or not. I've had no trouble with it or anything. So it hasn't broke on me. I've picked it up. I've kind of like swung it around a little bit. Really sturdy. So I got my buttstock on there, figured out. And also you'll notice here that what I've done, just like with this pistol here, with my PCP conversion, except I've extended the barrel now out past. So we're talking double the length of the air cylinder here. So double the size and cylinder, still the same diameter, same air cylinder, just a bit longer. Also, I've ran a much longer custom barrel on there. And yep, got my micro manometer there on the end just as before. Probably gonna switch it out for a smaller one. This one has a little bit of a larger face than I'd like it to have. I like those really micro ones. The only problem with those is sometimes the etching in there for the numbers for your gauge where you're actually reading at isn't always the easiest to read. You don't get a whole lot of visual readings in there, like little hash marks, so to speak, in between to read at. So this one right here is actually pretty nice. It's in PSI and it's just got a lot of little hash marks there, so I know exactly where I'm filling to. Because with these small air cylinders, you really don't want to overfill this. It could be pretty dangerous potentially, especially running in this polymer frame. We could blow ourselves up, and we don't want to do that. Anyway, so you can see what I've done here. I got myself a little conversion. I've just essentially, taken this pistol here and I have extended it out. 177 caliber. Got a moderator on the end, got a little barrel band there, kind of keeping us sturdy, and actually it's keeping us really sturdy. This thing has, so far, I don't want to spoil it all for you, but it's been shooting really nice. It's really lightweight. It's very nicely balanced. To be honest with you, if I was just to take the whole scope off the top of there and maybe put a little red dot sight or something on there, I think that'd be much more manageable. But nonetheless, just give you a little look at it here. So made this little buttstock here, and it's it's kind of crude, I understand. It's got this wrap all around it. It's because I've put foam under there for a little cheek riser, as well as right here in the back. That's all foam in the back. And so yeah, I got athletic wrap all around it and everything. I know it's a little hideous, but that is just kind of what I do for the time being until I get something more permanent. Anyways, like I said, I got the barrel band, and this is just like kind of prototype deal here. So, you know, any of the uglies, if I really have a lot of fun with this down the road, I can go back and buy another one. It's only a $100 pistol. So $100, and you know, really with the things I have extra spare parts laying around the shop here, I just throw something like this together. It really doesn't take much time. A little bit of machine work, a little bit of welding, and some things like that, you know, that special touch. And yeah, it comes alive. So we're going to be out here shooting this 2000 PSI. Now, some things to note about this: I have not done a full tune on this. So what you're going to see here today is just going to be what I'd kind of say a rush video, I guess, so to speak. So I've put this together, and I think pretty much all day yesterday was the first time I really got to shooting it. I've shot like, ooh, holy heck, I think like 2 whole tins of these out of pellets out of this thing. So I mean, we're talking like 1,500 shots plus that I've already put through this pistol, or carbine now rather, and it's been a whole lot of fun. I got a little sniper 3x9 on top here, a compact scope, just to kind of help keep it light here for us and give me a little bit of magnification out there. This is going to be a platform that's going to be 25 yards and under realistically. I plan to use this mostly for shooting some rats and small birds around the farms and around the house here, so it's gonna work excellent for that. Let's see, 2000 PSI. We're going to be shooting over the chronograph. I do have the chronograph out here for use to get some of those magic numbers for you. And we're going to be shooting a couple of different styles of ammunition. We're going to start light and work our way over to a little bit heavier. Now, I pretty much know where the majority of these are going to. I did just run to Walmart and pick up 2 new tins of pellets. Like I said, I shot through, those whole tins are completely gone. So had to go back to Walmart and get some new pellets. We're going to be shooting Gamo Raptor Gold, okay? So this is a 5.1 grain pellet. It's extraordinarily light. It's not going to be carrying hardly any energy, but it'll be moving pretty quick and probably pretty accurately. And we have regular old Craftsman Premier Hollow Point, 7.9 grain. Very traditional, simple pellet there. We're going to be shooting Predator Polymags. That's an 8 grain pellet. And on the end, just a little bit, we're going to shoot these Gamo Silent Cats at 10.5. I was shooting some Hades and other things to it, and believe it or not, the 10.5, these Gamo pellets just seem to shoot through it a little bit better, a little more accurate, and that's probably just because of the alloys that they use in the pellet. It's probably a stiffer pellet, so not so conforming. Before it gets raining and we get too much wind going on, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start shooting some groups. I'm just going to be shooting right out here to 15 yards, just for now anyways. We're going to do us a couple groups with these pellets here. I'll show you all the groups, and then after that we might play a little bit around, see if we can't shoot anything out there, possibly to 50 yards, because I know to go out there, and just play around with it a little bit. And yeah, just wanted to show you all a little project that I'm working on. Hope you like it, so let's get to shooting it. Alright guys, I believe I got everything all set up here and ready for our first bit of the test here. So we have ourselves aired up to a clean 2000 PSI there, and just to show you, on the first side of the magazine there, I have those Gamo Raptor. Those are those gold pellets, which kind of makes you wonder if it's a gimmick or not. Do these gold pellets really fly any better than a standard pellet? Well, let's find out right now. So I have, again, this thing is not really tuned, so, and really not zeroed hardly for any specific pellet. So we're going to be finding out some velocities as well as some groups here, and I'm just going to start right here on the left side, top left side of this little pig target here. .684 feet per second. .655. .663. I got a little error on that one there. Oh no, I got an error on that one too. I hope this chronograph is going to function with us today. We got another error. We got one more in here. 750 feet per second. Let's see, we may have, nope, that's the end of that there. So 750 feet per second maximum. That climbed up a little bit there. Took us from 2,000 to about 1,900 PSI roughly. So this thing is extraordinarily conservative on air. Now, I'm going to keep it rolling here. I'm going to take our magazine and just load up the other side here. We're going to keep it on the same fill here. The velocities will go up. This is a unregulated pistol or carbine here. So, and actually this did have a regulator in it that I had originally put into it, but I just can't tune it up high enough where I want it shooting with the power that I like to shoot it at. So the regulator had to go. It was a regulator that came out of a Storm Rider, no, it was I think a Stoker Airgun of some type that I had tore down from years ago. There's no telling. Anyway, so now we got our next pellet here. This is a standard Crosman Premier hollow point 7.9 grain pellet. Alright, let's see if we can get this chronograph to answer for us. We go just to the right of that group there here, this next dot. 6:45. 6:48. 6:76. 6:91. You notice how it's so quiet with this little moderator on here, and of course these are not really high velocity here, especially in 177 caliber, but 692 with velocities like this, making for some really, and with these groups making for some really great, you know, small pest type activity, small pesting and plinking fun. 717. 672. Alright, that's going to finish us off there. And that's going to bring us only down to, we'll call it 1,700 PSI, somewhere around there. So we're going to be getting a whole lot of shots off of one fill. Now, keep in mind the velocities here, because what I'm going to talk about kind of is how these velocities, though they're in that 700 feet per second range and what have you, that's actually quite a bit of power. And with those velocities, we're getting a high shot count. So I haven't really done sitting down and shooting over the chronograph this entire thing to see where it goes. So again, this is like that rush video, and kind of just y'all are getting that real life footage here, this data in real time. So we are now moving over to a Predator Polymag. This is a 8 grain pellet. So it should be pretty similar here in velocity. It's just going to move right on over to the right. 714. 713. 701. 693. 690. 686. 673. And I may have another one in here. Oh, I knew it. That was it. Alright, and that's going to officially take us down to about that 11, maybe 1,200 PSI area there. So not bad at all. And a very small air cylinder on this. So, I mean, extraordinarily easy to fill. Very easy to manage, definitely very manageable. I'll just go ahead and top it right here for you so you can see just how easy and how fast this is. So this does have, I kind of skipped over this, but I have my micro manometer, and then right here, just below it there, is actually where my fill probe goes. So this came off of, I believe it was a Storm Rider part. This might have been a Stoker part as well, but just really simple. I just got my probe right here on the end of my bottle, and I got my little pony bottle out here with me today. So it's a little bit more difficult to fill from this than it would be if I was filling from my big bottle, but still nonetheless just real simple, straight to the point. Nice quick easy little top off there, and we can move on to our final pellet. So we just shot the Gammo Gold, the Gammo Raptor Gold, the Crossman Premier Hollow Point 7.9 grain, and the Predator Polymags. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to shoot this last group right here with these Gammo Silent Cat heavyweight. It's pretty standard, a little bit more of a pointed, round-nosed, kind of between semi-pointed, round-nosed, traditional skirted pellet here. Actually, these look a little bit more revised compared to their older Silent Cats. They looked a bit more crude than these. I think that Gammo has been doing a bit better of a job with their production on their pellets. So, final magazine there with the Crossman, or sorry, with the Gammo Silent Cat pellets. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Chronograph still going, and we'll catch our last group here. Alright, so we're rolling there. So let's top back off there to a fresh clean 2000 psi there on the gauge, and yeah, let's get to it. Oh my goodness, this thing must have got warm out here and stuck. Alright, here we go. Final go round here. So we're at a 10.5 grain pellet here. Let's go to the bottom left, work our way. 484. $463. 485. 536. 487. Sorry, I kind of lost track of my point of aim there because the dot got rubbed off. 537. 565. Oh, that was dry fire. No big deal. Alright. So you can see those groups out there. Pretty tight groups, you know, right here at 15 yards. And it's just 15 yards, so you know we're not stretching it out there yet. But that's what we are about to do. So now you guys got some velocities there. You can see that use of air, which we just shot. Was it just the one? It was just the one, right? So we're at about 1900 psi somewhere. Okay, so I have the pistol carbine aired back up here, and just loading up some Crossman Premier Hollow Point 7.9 grain pellet. What was that? 600, about 700 feet per second, I believe, almost right up there. And that should be enough to get us out there. I got a couple cans set up downrange and a couple steel targets down there. I figured we'd shoot it, maybe see if we can touch out there at 50 yards. Might even try and take a shot all the way out 85 yards on that plate to see if we can make it. I don't think we will, because I've never tried with this, but it'd be pretty cool if we could. So I got us ready and going here. Alright, so I have first can right out here at 15 yards. That's a no-brainer, really. That should practically shoot itself over. But I'm gonna go right here and just get right onto it. Just have a little bit of fun. All right, now let's go out there 25 yards. Piece of cake. Just too easy. Too easy. Let's go 35 yards. Well, I definitely hit it, but I didn't knock it over. See if I can knock it off of there. There we go. All right, I have one up in the tree here a little bit. Let's see if we can get this one up in the tree here. All right, here we go. 40 yards. Where you at? There it is. Oh yeah, no problem. Hey, let's try another one at 40 yards. See if we can get this one. Oh goodness, I think we missed it. Try it again. Piece of cake, no problem. Alright, well, I think we might have just used up that whole side of our magazine. 7 shots. I'm just going to flip it right over. It's a really cool thing I like about that tandem magazine there. Let's see, there's a little plate right out here at 40 yards. And I may be able to shoot that little plate out there. It's a small little 3-inch plate, 40 yards. Let's see. Oh yeah, not a problem. Actually, that was pretty square. Oh yeah, consistency. All right, here we go. I'll give it one shot right here at 50 yards, which that's not a very small plate. Oh yeah, not a problem. Okay, I'm gonna try, just out of curiosity, and see if I can manage to get one of these things to fly all the way out there. Let's see, I'm gonna have to switch the camera over here on this side. Let's see if I can get this to go all the way out there to 85 yards. There it is. The infamous 85 yard plate. Now this plate at 85 yards is that's only like a 8-inch plate or so out there. So let's see what happens. I have absolutely no idea where this is going to be shooting at. So aim small, miss small. Oh. I didn't even see that one. Let's try it again. Oh wow, okay. It's getting quite a bit of drop, but I think we may actually be able to hit that thing out there. If there's a small branch out there that might kind of be in my way with so much arch I got to put on this thing. Let's try it. Oh wow, I think I might actually just hit it. Let's try it again. That went just to the right of it. Oh, out. Well, I believe I hit it there on one of those times. I'd like to believe that anyways. Alright. Well, there you have it. I'm just out here having a little bit of fun playing with my new gadget here that I've come up with. Give you another little look at it there. So again, it's just a Webley Nemisis CO2 pistol converted to PCP there. A little bit of a longer barrel. And Webley has actually just came out with PCP air pistol, actually. The Webley Nemisis X, which I'm very well aware of it. It's just, to be honest with you, it doesn't really quite have my attention. There's a couple things about it that I just don't particularly care about. It's not a bad looking pistol or a rifle. It's just, you know, nothing I can't figure out myself over here. So yeah, just took me another Webley Nemisis pistol and turned it into another fun plinking machine. So I hope you all enjoy that video. Again, just shooting it here at 15 yards, so I'm having a little bit of fun. The sole purpose of this video is just to show you another project that is specifically just for, you know, some small pesting, plinking and stuff, and a really great piece. Again, I don't know the exact weight on this, but if I was really to guess, I'd say it couldn't weigh more than, you know, 4 pounds with scope and everything on it. I mean, it's incredibly incredibly, maybe even 3 pounds. It's incredibly light, very manageable, very fun, very quiet. I'm sure you could hear in the video, you know, a comparison with and without a moderator on. I mean, it's night and day. It really is. Low velocities on the 177 caliber, so you know, not making a whole lot of noise at the end of the barrel there, but again, still just a super cool package, guys. Just fun. I wanted to bring you out here and show you that because I thought it was pretty cool. I want to share it with y'all. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, guys, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you can see some more from this crazy old circus, and as always, I'll see y'all on the next one.